Hi there, Leo. This is Carrie at wooingnature.life. I welcome you to December and to your December Signs and Wonders reading. So I am going to be taking from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, Alana Fairchild with Wang Yi Guang. This deck is also featured on the art of the deck because the artistry in this is so very intricate and beautiful. And it's unfortunate because I don't think the camera can really pick it up. So if you are into decks, and you love decks and you're a reader yourself, you will love this one if you don't have it already. Just some beautiful images there. And this also taps into our inner feminine, our inner mother, our nurturing selves and our nurturing spirits. So I feel like we need that right now, especially after such a tough year and getting ready to edge into the new year. We wanted to bring in a little bit of that feminine energy, and that's for everybody, not just our female identifying people, but also for our male identifying individuals as well. Okay, I'm also going to be reading from the Spirit Animal Oracle. This is Colette Baron Reed with Jenna Della Gratalia. I'm bringing these back because I really enjoyed working with the animal spirits, and I enjoy working with animals, period. So if you ever participate or you are a part of a path that involves animal speak or animal spirits you with me, then you will actually be working with real life animals and not with images in the card. But for the sake of the reading, we are going to connect to the technology of paper and ink and printing, and we're going to approach our spirit animal allies in that way, and that's okay with me. And then for the detailing, I always go to the tarot for details, so I will be reading from Revelations Tarot. Zach Wong, also a very fun deck to work with. So if you like decks and you're into reading, then and you don't have Revelations Tarot, it's a really fun deck to work with, and it shuffles very well. You'll appreciate that. All right, so let's jump right in, Leo, with the Wild Kuan Yin. I'll read from the text, and then if there's any messages that come through just from looking at the card, then I will also share those with you intuitively. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It just depends. So we're looking for Leo. This is the month of December. Spirit message, just one card to just get our intuitive connection, get our connection straight. It's for Leo. Okay, they keep showing me this card is sticking out. All right, this is, there you go. Like I said, just some beautiful, looks like you're taking a leap. Looks like a leap of faith. This is an osprey, or it looks like an osprey or a kestrel or some other kind of exotic bird. There's sheep here, which implies herding, or there may be a connection with other people. But the card is Sister of Shambhala, shows the way. Sister of Shambhala shows the way. So I see you moving, Leo. See you moving, see you moving. This is card number 43. 43 breaks down to a number 7. So looks like some spiritual journeys are in order for you, or maybe even some sort of spiritual transformation that may be taking place for you this month. It says you have many brothers and sisters who are guiding you now. They understand where you are on your divine path and how to successfully navigate all matters of concern so that you can cross the threshold from the old world to the golden temple. Aren't you lucky? Your prayers for your purpose to be revealed and to manifest have been heard, as have your prayers for help in all matters. And you shall be shown the way through, supported every step of the way. You will be shown the way through, supported every step of the way. That's beautiful. Shambhala is a sacred spiritual place where many highly advanced spiritual beings are said to reside in service to the spiritual evolution of humanity. That's what I'm seeing in those sheep in the background. The only difference between these beings and the rest of humanity is the degree to which their will is in alignment with the divine. I've been talking about alignment for months. You need to be in alignment with yourself, in alignment with your spirit, with your true nature, which is connected to the seed that was planted in you by the Creator long before you were a thought. Your prayers for let's see. This oracle brings you a nudge on your path from the holy ones, a loving but definite push in a particular direction to fulfill your divine destiny. This is great. You'll feel the guidance for what steps you need to take and when from within your own heart. So it's not about a time. It's about your time. That's that's the judgment card in the tarot, in case you're wondering. If you ever waver into impatience or confusion, come out of your head and listen closely to your heart. You'll know what you need to know when you need to know it. Trust in the beings that love you unconditionally and trust in yourself. This looks like an interesting time for you, Leo. This is the moment that you've been asking for. This is the moment that you have been working toward. This is a different level of leadership for you. I'm getting that very clearly because Leos are my leaders. They're the leadership crew. But this is a different type of leadership. And when you talk about Shambhala, you talk about groups of people who are dedicated toward the same end, then what that is it's combining your leadership with similar leaders and then moving your collective energy, or not even moving it, having your collective energy be the light, be the leadership, the example of leadership. So really what's happening is you're not actually leading anymore, you're actually being, which leads by example. So this is significant for some of you. For some of you, you guys have been headed toward this direction. I mean, let's quit playing. Ain't no need in playing about it. We might as well bring it all out. Some of you guys have been doing this work for long periods of time. Some of you have been at this for a minute, and you know it. You might not have told anybody. You might not have shared it with anybody. Some of these things you're not sure about yourself. You don't know how you ended up here. But you're here. And you're representing. And you know it's time to represent. So you might as well just go for it. You might as well just go for it, Leo. I mean, it's not unlike you to do that anyway. So why stop now? Why switch it up now just because you elevated? Why stop being yourself just because you elevated? Oh, I want a t-shirt. Be yourself and be elevated. Okay. Don't y'all steal my idea before I get it out there. I don't care. Just give me some change from it. Give me a stipend. All right, so I am moving right along. If I can get this card up off the floor. Lord have mercy. Oh, I ain't gonna worry about that one. All right, so we got the fox spirit. I've moved on. I was up there running my mouth and moving on at the same time. So we moved into the spirit animal oracle part, and this is the fox spirit. The fox spirit is, I like the fox. Now, some people will give you some sordid tales about fox spirits and animals, but the fox is cunning. The fox is wily. It's crafty. They're quite delightful types of people to be around, but you just, you never know what you may end up getting with a fox. But they do bring good lessons on how to be more savvy. They do. They bring lessons about being more savvy, being more watchful, paying attention to what's going on around you. Those are the kind of lessons that fox people bring. So they're kind of trickster. They are lesson givers. So they are good teachers. They are good teachers. It may not be the lesson like how you want it to be, but you won't forget it. that's how coyote and fox work. So a lot of times, you know, people don't like that energy, or, you know, it makes them, well, you know, you can't trust this person or whatever. But a lot of times, yeah, they're there to teach you something. They're there to teach you something you need to remember, and you need not to make that same mistake again. We got Wasp coming in. You guys are sharing this spirit animal ally with Cancer, I believe it is. But Wasp spirits are protectors. They protect their nest. They protect their surroundings. And so this is different from asking for protection. Like a lot of people are asking for protection, but sometimes you have to be the protection. And I think this also kind of falls into what we were saying about this connection with the other leaders and acting as this. That I think this goes with that. I think it goes with the leadership message. Okay. Because what I'm feeling is like when you make this connection with these other leader types, I don't want to call them leaders. These I don't know, monks or nuns or ascetics or whatever. And now that's not really that, but it's like these very well-learned people. And when you all come together, you're going to end up with acting as this. It's almost like you're protecting what you learned. You're protecting the information that you gained. This is very powerful. It's very hard to explain as well. I hope I'm trying to explain it the way that it's coming to me. But it's almost like you and these other people are, you're a force. It's like a force. And then here we come with the scarab beetle right behind that. Yeah, this is your season, Leo. I mean, I don't think you can have the fox, the wasp, and the scarab without having to be ready for it. These are not, these aren't, you know, there's no simple animals, but some animals are kind of simple, you know. Fox is no simple animal. This is getting you ready. This is making you sharp, making you sharp. Wasp, you're becoming a protector. You with these other people that you're involved with, other wasp spirits. Y'all are serious. And then the scarab beetle takes us all the way back to Egypt. The scarab is an Egyptian symbol for the continuation of life. The beginning and the end and the beginning again, the cycle of life. So this is some powerful animal energy. Please read up on the fox. Please read up on the scarab and read up on the wasps as well, because I think that there's going to be more information to share with you, or a deeper connection that's going to resonate with you once you start reading up on these animals. And see, that scarab goes back. There's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of cultural information about the scarab, and then also the dung beetle. The scarab and the dung beetle. You need to read on both of those. History, there's legends, there's lore, there's stories associated with the scarab. And also with the fox. There's also Brer Fox. Have y'all ever heard those Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox stories? Well, the fox, well, I already told you about the fox. But anyway, yeah, there's stories about that too. All right, so I'm moving on to the tarot for your detailing. These are your details. Details for Leo for the month of December. Thank you. All right, so we got this High Priestess coming in reverse. This is some contemplation around what you're, around this, what I'm talking about with the leaders and stuff. But it's some examination, I think, that needs to be done around your spiritual belief system. You need to solidify that. You need to solidify your beliefs. You need to ask yourself some questions about your own beliefs. That's what you're going to do in the spare time, instead of sitting there like a bump on the log, knowing full well that you are rocking with this King of Pentacles energy. Now, the King of Pentacles energy in this case, to me, is about being able to exercise what it is that you are getting from the spirit in a very practical manner. And I think that you just don't see it yet, right? You haven't figured out how to get that together. Or either you feel stumped about how to get that together. You got to let it go. It's not something to control. It's not that this part of it you're not controlling. This, you've already done that part. The part that you had to do, you've already done that part. That's the deal. So we've got the Judgment here in reverse too. So there's a timing associated with this. You need to be able to hear. You need to be able to feel. You need to be able to sense. That's why you need your meditation. Very important for you to be meditative during December. So you got a lot of powerful information coming in. You have to be able to process it. First, you have to have the capacity to hold it. You have to be able to process it. And you have to be able to process it objectively. And by objectively, I mean just pure spirit. It's going to be a straight download. And you're just going to have to be there to listen and remember. Which means you got to be still. That's the Magician. Magician also in reverse. A lot of reversals here. That doesn't necessarily mean something bad. It's just letting me know where you are right now. And what it means is that you got to get all this stuff lined up. You got to get some things lined up in December. So like it's not about contemplating it anymore. You're not contemplating what you're going to do. That's what I'm seeing in that. It's not about contemplating. That's why I said you've done that part already. So you got to release and let that go. And then the Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups is when there's a whole lot of things coming towards you and you got to be able to discern which is the right thing, which is what do you want, what do you not want. You know, it's decision-making time, right? Not like Two of Swords decision-making time, but like Seven of Cups in reverse decision-making time. Which means that, you know, you want to be clear about, you want to be clear. You want to have a clear vessel at this moment. So that things can come together and so you can pick the things that you need. Because there's going to be more than one thing that you can do. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to come towards you. Some of them you don't want. Okay? But then out of the things that you do want, you're still going to have some choices to make. Which is a good thing. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's good to have choices. But you know, you got to be ready to make them, right? Okay, so just kind of let go and release and let the thing come together. That's what I'm getting from that. Just kind of just freestyle it. Just let things kind of be. Let spirit step in and do what it needs to do. And if you do that, then everything is going to work out just fine. This looks like prosperity. It looks like growth. It looks like accomplishments, rewards, awards. I'm seeing all of that here. I see you feeling confident in yourself. That's what's coming out of all of this. So even though it's like, oh, you still got to get stuff. It looks like it's some very important things that need to be brought to center. You got 3 major arcana cards here. You got Judgment in reverse, Magician in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. So there's some spiritual alignment that has to happen so that you will know how to work with the energy that's coming towards you. And you've got to be in the right timing with it. I say meditate and pray. I say meditate and pray. That's my final answer. Meditate and be in prayer. That's it. And don't ask for too much. Just ask for that which is needed at this time to advance you or to shift what needs to be shifted in you. Just ask for that to to reveal itself or make itself plain or whatever. That's what you need to do. And we've got the Tower and the Hangman in here together.